What a day we've been having. So just going through, picking up all the tools, helping my dad and everyone find what we got and what's missing. I put away all my tools and I only had like 5 sockets, so I had to go over and just ransack and take what was mine. So we're dialed here. We got all of the sets set back up, a couple broken sockets here and there, but everything is coming together. New pan for Mario's. I got the cart cleaned out finally, so Mario's stuff is all nicely organized in here. Working on this cart next, almost there. But I need to get some paper towels and brake clean. We used pretty much everything we had last night when we were cleaning and putting all this in here. And so we're just trucking right along. Over here on the CRX, Charlie Mao on Facebook hooked up the CRX. We got radius rods with the radius here, not threaded, so that I can tap them reverse thread so that we can put them on the CRX. If you look under here, on this side, the trans is pretty much sitting on the radius rod. My finger fits, but it's pretty dang close, so can't lower this side of the car. And then on the other side, over here, it's a double whammy. The crank pulley bore, right there, the crank pulley is about a finger away on that rod as well. So got these rods here, not threaded because he does offer them. Normally they're just left-hand thread, but we need to do right-hand thread, reverse thread. Maybe it's the other way around. I think I said that right though. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. So no, their left-hand thread is what I need. And so back here underneath, I just cleaned off my speed sensor and dialed it in. I noticed there's a little bit of play in the axle side by side. So I don't know if that's because I run stock diff, open diff, or maybe wave track would be a little tighter. Maybe I need new C-clips on the end or something. But that's all coming together really, really well. And we're just trucking right along on all this stuff. So I'm gonna get these tapped. I've been talking to Jared already. I have some MPC drop forks and a couple of the things I do. I seen the commenter. I know I told you guys this upper ball joint isn't the best. See if we can zoom in and focus up on it. I don't think we can, but it's not the nicest in there. I need to get DA upper control arms because the current camber is stuck. The way it is, Jared and I weren't able to adjust it anymore, and I imagine lowering the car more, it's gonna push the wheels in more. We're gonna need more adjustment. We already need more adjustment. We're gonna need more adjustment. I need to get some form of DA uppers coming, probably Megan Racing or something. I like the Megan Racing ones a lot. I'm loving it. Right, we got these things tapped, ready to rock for the front of the CRX. That's nice. Those are gonna do really well. Super good. They're gonna do the God's work, Lord's work, right there. So send me bolts, everything, the whole 9. I've got drop forks just in case we want to use those, and then I need DA upper control arms, and we're gonna be rocking. I'm pumped up.
Oh shit, look at this thing.
Yeah, man. Punk good. Let's do a little tire clearance.
Oh my god,
here.
Steven's
the guy
over here.
with the broken car.
Being a menace again now.
Little tire clearance over here. We're working on putting new radius rods on. Jared said go ahead and do it up.
Yeah, he's gonna come back with the lasers, right? Those are fancy though, that's sick.
Fancy.
He's got some alignments he's gonna figure out how to do.
Dude, now you're gonna be slammed?
Slammed.
We're gonna be the proper ride height.
Proper right hand. Dude, okay, in the pictures, my car is a monster truck.
My car's a
I have like...
truck.
How many times I gotta tell you to put fenders on the car?
How many times I gotta tell you? Put fenders in the car?
Me?
That's why it's monster trucking.
Well, and
They don't make fenders. What are you talking about?
We couldn't change the camber. It's gonna get all dumped, nasty.
Even actually,
do a lot.
even during the pass, it's like a nut hair away from the tire because the tire pokes over the fenders. I would need to run no fenders or I need all the fenders.
Thinking no fender life, just a bumper.
Like Steve does.
Dude, we're gonna be running little Leroy's at some point. Just you're gonna be like, I'm out of stuff to cut out. I'm gonna.
Oh, we just got stuff to take off. What's not necessary? Take it off.
The roof.
Door.
Steven in an
quarters.
invisible car.
The wheelie bars and
The floor.
32s and wheelie bars.
This guy in his Photoshops, dude.
Him and his edits. There's something else.
Dude.
Let me cook.
You are
Drill
cooked.
into your foot.
Go for it. Those are brand new shoes, dude.
They don't look brand new.
These are some J's. No.
I don't know, dude. Those are Yeezys.
Yeah. Yeah, no, if they were Yeezys, they would be fucking like a trash bag with like covered in oil. Like,
All right. Oh, what's up, guys? I'm freaking filthy. So, everything's coming along great on everything. Steven's under there working on his bad boy. We're over here getting these new radius rods fitted up. So I did mess up and I told him the wrong length. So we had to get rid of the caster adjuster. The caster adjuster would have made it too long. So we just got Heims going in. And then I also do need to swap out the passenger Heim because this Heim right here is the one that matches the driver's side. The passenger side Heim was one I just found real quick to get moving to see, but I have two matching Heims that I need to have on both sides so that they're identical. So I'll swap that next, but we're coming along. I got this one in here. I need to tighten everything up. Nothing's tight. And I don't have this bolt even out the other side yet, but we're making our way all the way around this thing. Super pumped. Next up, big boys. Well, drop forks and radius rods are all installed, and man, does it look freaking good. The wheel gap was way bigger before. Super sick how it looks now. Loving it. Need to make sure we're still high enough on the bumper and everything. Gotta do a little bit of clearancing over here. The side's definitely a little bit lower. All right, so right here I need to do some more clearancing as well. I need to grind all of that I marked out and then add 2 rivets there and a rivet there and down here, and just grind all that out so that when I turn right now it looks good, right? We're straight, turn right, about that far. Look how close we get. So technically doesn't touch, but it's like, I don't know, it looks really good. Jared's saying that he doesn't think the drop forks should change that much. It should probably just be pretty dang good with just putting the drop forks and those radius rods on. I would like to have him look at it just to make sure, but I trust him. Trust him with everything. We were flying this last weekend out at PFI Speedfest, gearing up for Kearney PFI Speedfest 2.0. Steven and I, the only guys left here at the shop, working on our hot rods, getting everything rocking, and that's just the way it is. Oh, freaking right. So I got a new gear on here from Mario's. His was looking a little shattered on the front. It's got that groove there, and then on the back you see there's that pitting and the chatter there, a little micro welding. So I got everything torqued on. I got the oil pan on. Man, that was a chore. He's always had an aluminum pan, so there was a bunch of gasket maker just stuffed in like a couple of these holes, so I couldn't even get bolts in them until I jammed with the flathead. I got my tiny little, it's not even really a flathead, this is for depinning tools or pins, but I had to jam it in there and clean it all up. I got to go out to the one of the build-off cars, grab a keyway, get him all set up with a new keyway, and then the dampener shipped. Damper's on the way. We should get paid here soon, and then we'll get the diff on the way for the CRX. I've already got the hubs, everything's ready, so I just need to pull the front knuckles off and get those hubs going in. Probably get new wheel bearings and ball joints, all that stuff while we're in there, because honestly I have never done, I've done wheel bearings when I did the hubs last time, but ball joints, never done them. I just got new knuckles after I crashed, and the ball joints that were in them is what's in them. So lowers, I need new lowers. We'll get wheel bearings, and I'm still saving up, plotting, planning for uppers. I got it all on scales right now. It's about I don't know, it's definitely lighter with these wheels, but I also don't have my race suit in the car and I don't know how much fuel's in it. But we're weighing under 2600 right now with me in the car, which is interesting. Normally it's about 2612, 2610-ish, somewhere around there. So it's kind of cool. I don't know if it's just these wheels or what, but it's definitely sitting a little lighter right now. Ultimately, once we get axles and everything in here, we'd like to go down to 7.5, 7.25, just really getting the front hook up as much as it can. So right now it still is going to spin quite a bit more, and that's going to change the weight a little bit, put a little more on the front going down those couple psi, and then I got to make sure the nose is going to clear. So I think I got to trim this whole entire lip off to go down to 7, just because right now that side's already sitting too low. The whole front end needs to be 3 inches off the ground. That side's sitting about 2, this side's sitting about 3. So I need to raise that side, or I don't know, I need to figure it all out. I need to get it dialed and the perfect height. It's allowed to be 2 inches or 3 inches there, and then 2 inches at the skirts all the way back. So I know we're way high back here and all that stuff, and that may put some of the rake down on the front, but we're gonna dial it all in, figure it all out. And Jared is just a text away. We're working on figuring it all out together and making sure everything is just perfectly dialed. Oh, freaking right. So I got Mario all timed up, and we were waiting for a damper to come in, but keyway, everything in there is looking real nice and good. So I got him a new little washer for the outside because his had a little chatter on it as well. This is his old one, not the nicest. So got another one of those right here next to Jordan's. This thing will go on after I take the bolt back off, and it'll just be nice and good. So we got the handle out, and oh my goodness, this thing is just cooked. Frickin' Mario has been trying to chase Steven down the track and just slamming this thing into third.
That's what happens when you get 6 cars. It was like a bumper, maybe.
Right.
Bumper.
I think you should flip the...
It was 9.0 to an 880. Come on. Come on. And now he's been an 880, dude. Imagine your 880 side by side. You're going 990 nowadays, dude. You slowpoke. Even I gapped you. Even I gapped you, dude.
That was 19 pounds of boost.
I had 19 pounds of boost.
No, you didn't. You had 24.
In third and fourth, but not in first and second. First and second was 19 pounds. It was 19 pounds. Slight.
Where was I first and second?
You were next to me. You were next to me.
No. I was in front.
Well, that was only because of the light.
All right, guys, stay tuned. Carney, Shane versus Steven,
Yep.
part
Oh, it's
2.
happening.
Part 2.
It's
Smoking him again. Put in the OG aluminum handle that I got with my KDN originally in the lube for now, so we can just make sure while Chance is taking care of it, we can still shift it and do whatever we need to do. Morgan's got the transmission. He's going to dissect and check it all out, see what it looks like inside, and we will probably have that back here sometime the end of this week. Diamond claws, everything's ready to go. I need to get a couple more flywheel bolts, and then we'll swap Steven's few ARPs out for dots, and I'll make sure everyone's just completely dotted up, because dots are the way to go. ARP's cool, but if you got the little circles, oh, it's so hard to torque them without the washers. And what I mean by that is, let me show you. And I'm not saying put washers behind your, do not put washers behind your stuff if you have ARPs, but the factory bolts have those built-on washers. So this is Mario's old one that we just had to swap out. And you see how it's just a big cylinder, and they're not like recessed circles on every hole. They're slightly recessed, but that's because of chatter on the bolts. But it was just a big flat surface, which makes torquing the 19s way easier than like over here on Steven's. He's got these recessed circles, which makes it hard. So the 17 socket fits right there perfectly. It is literally like the size of the outside of the socket. So if you have a 19, it doesn't go to the bottom of the bolt, and you're right on the top edge, and it makes it hard to torque them. You pop off, you slip off, you end up rounding the tops of your bolts. You're really pissed off, and you're just over it. So Mario's new flywheel is like that. with the circles, recessed circles. Steven's flywheel was like that with the recessed circles. So we just need to make sure we get the dots, use the 17, everything will be perfect. We're gonna love it. It's gonna be awesome. I'm stoked, can't wait. Let's do this thing. So keep tuning in, keep liking, keep commenting. Get down below, like, you know, all that stuff. We're not done yet. We're just getting started here on all this jazz. So stay tuned for some mayhem on all this stuff today and tomorrow. And your video will be out Thursday, I think. Thursday's the day.